Good morning, children. This is 8th class, chapter 1, rational numbers, mathematics. So, before knowing the rational numbers, we have to understand the number systems. We learned in the previous classes different number systems. The first one is set of natural numbers. Set of natural numbers is denoted with n, and it is starting from 1, 2, 3, 4 up to so on. Unlimited numbers are there. Second one is set of whole numbers. Set of whole numbers is denoted with W. The W is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 up to so on. So 0 is added to these natural numbers, we can get whole numbers. The third set of numbers is integers. Set of integers. Set of integers is denoted with Z or I. This is equal to minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 up to so on. That means on a number line, right hand side all are positive numbers, left hand side all are negative numbers. So in between these positive numbers and negative numbers, we have 0. 0 is neither positive nor negative. So the group of all these positive numbers into negative numbers and 0 is called set of integers. In this set of integers, we can classify them into two parts. The first part is set of positive integers. That is equal to, we call it as Z plus. So Z plus is equal to 1, 2, 3 up to so on. If you observe, this is similar to set of natural numbers. That means all the natural numbers are positive integers. We can say this set is positive integers. Set of positive integers is equal to Z plus. That also we can call it as set of natural numbers. And the next part of the integers is set of negative integers. Set of negative integers is denoted with Z minus, and this Z minus is equal to minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 up to so on. If you observe this set, negative symbol of 1, 2, 3 up to so on. So we can call it as negative set of natural numbers. So here this is positive negative natural numbers, negative natural numbers. Apart from these two, we have another element is there. That is nothing but 0. So set of integers is denoted with set of negative natural numbers, 0 set of positive natural numbers. If you combine all these, we can get set of integers. Rational numbers is denoted by Q. Set of rational numbers symbolic form. This is called set builder form. In this set builder form, we can call x is equal to p by q such that p, q belongs to integers and q is not equal to 0. In our mathematical words, we can say the set of rational numbers is denoted by q, and the elements in the set are of the form p by q, where p and q are integers and q should not be equal to 0. That means all the fraction numbers. Set of fraction numbers means all the fraction numbers. We can write in a group that is called set of fraction numbers. For example, we can take an example. 4 by 5, 6 by 7, 8 by 9, up to so on, like this. These are also unlimited fractions are there. All the fractions are like this. Every fraction, in your childhood you learned about the fractions. The fraction is nothing but it has a numerator and a denominator. Numerator and denominator is separated by a by. So this we call it as 4 by 5. 4 is numerator, 5 is denominator. This 4 by 5 can be compared with p by q. We can check whether it is a rational number or not. So it is in the form of p by q. P is equal to 4 and q is equal to 5. P, q are integers. So 4 and 5 are integers, we know it. And q should not be equal to 0. Here q value is equal to 5. So it is not equal to 0. So we can take this 4 by 5 is a rational number. Example. Here we are taking an example 6 by 7. 6 by 7 is a rational number or not? We shall check. 6 by 7, here it is in the form of p by q. And p is equal to 6, q is equal to 5. That means q is not equal to 0. So it is a rational number. Okay. 7 by 8. 7 by 8 here also you can take P by Q form. You can compare the given fraction in the form of P by Q. So P by Q means here P is equal to 7 and Q is equal to 8. And Q is not equal to 0. So Q is a positive integer. That's why it is also a rational number. For this, we can take another example also. Minus 7 by 8 I have taken. Minus 7 by 8, P by Q form if you compare, P is equal to minus 7. This is also belongs to set of integers. 8 belongs to set of integers. So both are integers. Maybe either positive integer or negative integer. So that is not a matter of fact. That is minus or plus is not a matter. So minus 7 belongs to Z, 8 belongs to Z. Here minus 7 by 8, here Q is not equal to 0. So this is a rational number. 4. We know how to write the 4 in the fraction form. It is nothing but 4 by 1. 4 by 1 is nothing but 4. Okay. So 4 by 1 is equal to, we can compare it with the P by Q form, our rational number form. So in the P by Q form, again, you can take P is equal to 4 and Q is equal to 1. And it is not equal to 0. So it is an integer. This is also an integer and not equal to 0. So this is also a rational number. Okay. Next the fourth one. One more example. 0 by 4. 0 by 4 it is also we can compare with P by Q. Means P is equal to 0. This is belongs to positive integers. Q is equal to 4. This is also an integer. So both are integers and this is not equal to 0. So this is also a rational number. Here we can take one more example. 4 by 0. 4 by 0 means we can write 4 by 0 but we cannot find the value of 4 by 0. So anything by 0 cannot be defined. That's why we cannot call it as a rational number. Why? Because we don't know the value of this 4 by 0. If you divide 4 with 0, we don't know how much quotient will be there, how much remainder will be there. Because till now no mathematician found about this 4 by 0. Not only 4 by 0, anything by 0. Anything by 0 is not defined. So we cannot say it is a rational number. Now we have to discuss about the decimal form of a rational number. Decimal form of a rational number. What is the meaning of decimal form? In your previous classes you learned about the decimals, how to find the decimals. Here I have taken a rational number 4 by 5. So 4 by 5 should be converting into decimal form. This is fractional form is going to be converting into decimal form. How to convert? So this is in this fraction the top one is called as numerator and this is denominator. Always we have to divide the numerator with the denominator. So here I am taking this 4 is divided with 5. So in 5 table, if you read the 5 table, 5 pancha, 5, 5 2 is done like that. But 4 is less than 5. It is not possible to divide with 5. So what we will do means, here we have to put a point. That is, it will become, here we have, if you put a point, here you can write a 0. So now its value is 40. In 5 table, if you read 5 table, 5 8 is 40. So 40 minus 40 is equal to 0. The remainder is equal to 0 and the quotient is equal to 0.8. So we can write 4 by 5 is a fraction that can be written in the form of 0.8. 0.8 is called the decimal form of 4 by 5. Here 0.8, here the division is stopped. We got the remainder at 0. So this is decimal form of 4 by 5. We can take another example which is not completely finishes at one step or two steps. So we can take one more example, that is 1 by 3. 1 by 3 is a fraction number and this is in the form of P by Q. P and Q, P is equal to 1, 2 is equal to 3 and 2 is not equal to 0. So it is a rational number. This rational number we are going to convert into decimal form. How to convert? Questions. 1 by 3. 1 is the numerator and 3 is the denominator. Numerator should be divided with denominator. So 3 is more and 1 is less. We have to convert it into 0.10 jar. 3 3 jar 9. 1 reminder. Already point is there. You can take 10. So again 3 3 jar 9. 1 reminder. Again 10. 3 3 jar 9. 1 reminder. So this quotient is continuing like this. 3 3 3 3 3 like this. Reminder always we are getting 1 1 1 1 1. So this cannot be stopped anyway. If you continue for number of times, it will be continued. It will not be stopped. That means we cannot get 0 as the reminder. This is another type of rational number, which is a decimal form of this rational number is equal 0.3333. So for this we can take 1 by 3 is equal to 1 by 3 is the p by q form rational number. This can be converting into 0.3333 up to so on. This is the decimal form of 1 by 3. So here from this, already previously we have taken one example. This is another example. From these two examples, we can understand the decimal form of rational numbers are two types. So now we have to discuss about the two types. Yes. Here already we have taken these two examples. The first example we have taken 4 by 5. 4 by 5 is divided and we got the answer is equal to 0.8. So 4 by 5 is equal to decimal form of 4 by 5 is equal to 0.8 we got it. In the second example, decimal form of 1 by 3 is equal to 0.333 up to so on. If you observe these two decimal forms, those are not equal. They are different because here it was stopped. The division is completed with remainder 0. But here we did not get any remainder 0. Always we are getting 1 as the remainder. In every step we are getting 1 as the remainder and the quotient is repeating. Here it was stopped. Stopped means not repeating. Stopped means it was closed. That also we can call it as terminated. Division is terminated. And here division is not terminated. It is continued. If you do this some hundreds of times or thousands of times also, again you will get 1 as a remainder. Till the end of this division, you cannot get 0 as a remainder. That means here non-terminated. So one is terminated and second one is non-terminated. So from these two examples we can say that different types of decimal forms of rational numbers are two types. The first one is terminated decimal. This is also called as terminating decimal and this is non-terminating decimal. The decimal form of p by q form of a rational number can be converted into decimal form. In that decimal form, one is terminating and another one is non-terminating decimal. Now we can understand terminating decimal means it's very easy to divide one number with another and finding 0 as the remainder. Not only here, any example if you take, that is also called as terminating decimal. Whenever you find 0 as the remainder, then the division is called terminating division and the decimal we call is terminating decimal. When you divide the p by q form, the numerator with the denominator, then if you get the quotient without stopping, that is continuing, either one number or 2 numbers or 3 numbers or 4 numbers. So continuously it is not having any ending, then we can call it as non-terminating decimal. In the non-terminating decimal, the terminating decimal, if you observe these two, you can find the complete difference between these two. This is a rational number, this is also a rational number. This is terminating decimal, this is non-terminating decimal. Okay. Yes. Now we are taking this example, non-terminating decimal form. How to write, what are the rules we have to follow. So in non-terminating decimal form, we have taken the example 1 by 3. 3 is divided by 1, 3 is divided with 1 and 0.3333 up to so on. So 0.3333, 1 by 3 can be written as 0.3333 up to so on like this. So here only one number is repeating. That's why no need to write all the digits. Here you can write 0.3 bar. 1 by 3 is equal to 0.3 bar. Here the number 3 is repeating. It is non-terminating and repeating. That's why this non-terminating decimal formula we can write 1 by 3 is called as 1 by 3 is equal to 0.3 bar is called as non-terminating repeating decimal. Okay. So we have two types of decimal forms are there. The first one is terminating decimal and the second one is non-terminating repeating decimal. Repeating must be there. Without repetition, different values you are getting, it is not a rational number. If you get any one number or one digit or two digits or three digits, same place, they should be repeated. So how many numbers are repeated, that should be mentioned with a bar. Suppose I have taken another number 0.234, 234, 234 up to so on. It can be written as 0.234 bar. Here three numbers are repeating, three digits are repeating. So this is also a non-terminating repeating decimal.